that will, help them make decisions to make progresses. For the first time in this country, I can say we have a president who is equally distributing development. I've said here before that for the 5 years and then the 10 years I was under Kibaki, not an inch of road in Homa Bay. I can tell you, my brother, when you heard Ruto talking about Kotulo, Modogashe, Sijui what, and you were reciting poems, when I was in Mandera, Wajir, and Garissa, they are saying, go and sell those shares. Bring the money to complete this road. Because for the first time, they are seeing tarmac.
Thank you.
And so the point I'm making...
Yeah. Just follow us so that we can hear.
The point I'm making as I conclude is that to me, I think it is difficult for colleagues to accept because we are in the political space. But after 60 years, Kenya has a leadership at the top in the president who is bold, who is focused, who decides what is good for the country, and whatever the consequence, they follow it through. And that is why when proposals were made during public participation, we need a lot to anchor it. My brother, Senator Nyutu, all those fears you are addressing, look at that act. It is now an act. We've addressed all of them.
But
let us sell these shares.
Yes.
We ensure there is no corruption.
Thank you.
We ensure this money goes to infrastructure. We ensure that these regions which have been sleeping on the road when going home for Christmas can also go to the border in Malaba. And we ensure we unbottle these viable economic projects.
All right. Yeah. Senator Onyonka, you want to just...
I just wanted to
yes.
just say, it won't even take me 2 minutes. My brother Kaluma, by the way, we agree with you.
Thank you.
And that's what we tell you. That's what we tell these friends of government. We agree with them. We have no problem that our hardware is messed up. All right? We need roads, we need water, we need everything. What we are saying, some of us, is this, Dibal. Our software is so messed up right now that even if you brought the 10 trillion shillings, those roads will not be done. Given the way that those in government are behaving with the little trillions they've been having. Every single year for the last 3 years, we've been having a budget which is between 3 trillion and 3.5, close to 4 trillion. And logically, you look at recurrent expenditure and you look at what we are paying our military, the police, and everybody else, and you take that. I'll give them a trillion.
It's 1.47 trillion.
Thank you. I'll give you that.
Paying interest on debts is 1.17 trillion.
Hold on.
The collection is over.
Just hold on. Hold on. If the collection is over, why is it that we're being told, for example, through the e-payment system, 11 billion is being lost there, we cannot account? In other words, what I'm saying, Honorable Kaluma, and you belong to my party, ODM, surely we must be standing for integrity.
Yes.
And I know for you, because you're in broad-based, you cannot look at President Ruto and tell him, Kitu imeanza kuharibika. I understand that.
No, look at the law we have passed.
No, hold on. I understand. We are going to look at it.
You touch that money.
We are going to look at it. What we are saying, number two, Dibal, the fear I have is that our bad habits of justifying and legitimizing our bad actions now using historical injustices which have been created and look like we are righting a wrong. And our argument is 2 wrongs don't make a right. What we are saying is we have no problem with President Uhuru sold the shares. We want President Ruto, let him also sell the shares. But please, be transparent.
Yes.
Tell us what you're doing, how much money we are raising, like the issues which are being raised. You cannot sell Safaricom shares at 45 shillings. The market capitalization.
Actually.
Yes, the market capitalization on Safaricom was at 109 shillings. So somebody is getting a discount from 40 to 109 of about 60 shillings. And these are the things, Honorable Kaluma, we want clarity on. Number two, every single time we've always had this argument, and I know it is a beautiful argument now because you're in government, and Northeastern Kenya is now being looked at as an area where obviously the government is going to change everything. The truth is Northeastern has been receiving money like any other place in Kenya, even in the small way that they were receiving the money. You've seen the stories that have come out. What has been the issue? The issue has been leadership. And what we are saying is, in a place where we have challenges of integrity, and you have got challenges on the management of public resources, we are demanding that we must have structures in place to make sure that this money is utilized effectively. We are not mad people. But right now, the president has unaffected access to the consolidated fund, where that money will go to, and he can make a decision. And he will say, no, there must be a budget. Hold on. The president,
to the National Infrastructure Fund.
Hear me out. Why are you removing the money from the consolidated fund? Because the Public Finance Management Act stipulates that all government resources
should be in the consolidated
fund.
Except under Article 206.
Wait.
Whereby law, Parliament establishes a separate fund.
Hold on.
And
Thank
so
you.
Thank you. No, let me explain to you this, because you are raising an important issue. You see, Dibal, when money goes to the consolidated fund, then what is the first charge is payment of debts. The next thing that takes place in terms of payment is pensions and salaries, remuneration, personnel emoluments. You get it? And that is why when people said we want this thing to go actually to infrastructure, we stopped the matter. And remember, you were asking, why did we then pass the National Infrastructure Fund in a rush? We now created a fund into which that money goes away from these interferences.
Can I finish?
And if I could explain to you that other issue of the value.
Can you finish?
No.
Yeah, I can finish. Can finish.
He has not answered my question.